Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Talking Fantasy Baseball podcast. I'm your host, Erik Henriksen, and with me today, once again, it's the Home Run Derby, the All-Star Game to my celebrity softball game. It's Anthony and Josh. How you guys doing?
All good.
Pretty good.
All good.
It is All-Star Weekend coming up here, and by All-Star Weekend, I mean All-Star Monday and Tuesday next week for Major League Baseball. I'm just so glad that the Blue Jays fans did not totally vote their entire team to be the starting lineup for the American League in Philadelphia on America's 250th anniversary-ish month, if you want to call it. So that would have been really rude of Canada, to be honest. So I'm glad they didn't do that. But some big names participating in the Home Run Derby. Schwarber.
On Netflix.
Of course it's on Netflix. Everything's on Netflix now. Schwarber, Ben Rice, Bryce Harper, Mr. Philadelphia himself. I'm sure he'll have a statue right next to Rocky at some point. At least
I actually hear the trophy is of Bryce Harper.
It's the Bryce Harper statue.
Yeah. They're handing that out. So he's a winner no matter what.
Nice. I did see that Budweiser has like a beer bell for in Philadelphia for the Home Run Derby and the All-Star game, which good marketing, I suppose. On today's show, we are going to give you our boldest of bold takes for the second half. Because this week, a lot of stuff happened, I suppose. But why not give you some previews going into the longer break that you have? This week may or may not be an extended week for you in fantasy. This week combined with next week, or next week is combined with the week after. So let's try and maybe help you get ahead with some boldest of bold takes. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 from each of us. We'll just, however many we got, we're just going to lay them out there for you. But before we get underway, as a reminder, we release a brand new episode every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern, so be sure to subscribe so you never miss it. We're available on more podcast platforms than ever before, including all the major ones: Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. And don't forget, we have video on YouTube now as well, so you see our beautiful made-for-radio faces on our YouTube channel, Talking Fantasy Baseball, for every single show, and in 4K, no less. I wouldn't want to see my face in 4K. Look at that face in 4K. Please subscribe and leave.
We're the only podcast that actually scales down resolution.
Yeah, we do.
So we're just like chip tune, or no, that's audio. We're like 8-bit, pixel art.
We shoot this in as many Ks as needed. 8Ks? 8Ks would be a solid K to shoot this.
8K?
Maybe 9K? 9K per
you guys gonna pick up an 8K TV?
Absolutely not. Didn't they stop making them?
No, they make them.
No, they still
make them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got to drop, probably $10,000 for one, but they make them.
Why?
Yeah,
no content but us is an 8K. I do understand if you go out and buy an 8K television just to watch us.
They might.
On it.
I think actually. I got an email from Best Buy, and they want to partner with us for displays.
Nice. Can you imagine this face in 8K on a TV?
Yeah, someone's like, "Oh my God, I'm going to go to the store and pick up my 8K TV," and they like go into the store, and it's like our podcast on the display. They're like, yes, this is the decision.
I would scare away customers accidentally. I am sorry. Please subscribe, leave us a 5-star rating, a like, a thumbs up, a kind review. It goes a long way in helping us out. And if you have a question, leave a comment on the YouTube video, and we'll be sure to answer it right here on the pod as well. Guys, I was a guest host yesterday. I believe the episode comes out tomorrow on a show on the Petrolist Podcast Network called This Week in Fantasy Baseball. It was a lot of fun. It was my first guest host. I was in the analyst seat, so that was a nice change of pace. So after you're done listening to us at noon tomorrow on Saturday, check out that podcast as well. Oh, and don't forget the Shallows as well. Just, plugs.
Oh, you have a nice little lineup. Nice little afternoon planned.
There you go. Yeah. And then you can go to Best Buy and get your 8K TV with our faces on it.
Test it out.
All right. We'll be right back with Anthony's boldest of bold takes. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Talking Fantasy Baseball podcast. Guys, I know which way to point. That's Josh.
Oh, you figured it out.
That's Anthony. Yep, I figured it out. And this is Anthony's boldest of bold takes for the second half. Anthony, you're up. Imagine I am 2026 Max Scherzer stepping to the mound. So basically, I'm going to throw you a beach ball. Okay? Your turn to knock it out of the park with this boldest of bold takes.
So I'm going to give you guys a choice. You want the pitcher one or the hitter one first?
Oh, boy. Josh, your choice.
If it has to do with Shohei Ohtani, can it be both at the same time?
Well, it has nothing to do with Shohei. I'll mention him, but it has nothing to do with him.
Actually, I just came on the fly. I just came up with a take, but let's go hitter.
Hitter, great. Okay. This is my take. Now, this is also about our podcast because he's been brought up so much. The man has been, I don't want to say disrespected, but it has been a conversation about this man a lot. PCA will finish top 3 in fantasy. And side note, in real life, push for MVP.
I don't like you.
Now let me say this one, right? So I know we talk about it. Everybody hates, well, not everybody hates, but we talk about the WAR, the homers, how he's playing. If you look at him last year, his splits last year, he's never had 2 months like he had these past 2 months, right? Now, granted, we know that people were adjusting to him. He was getting used to it. Like last season, he was only hot for really 1 month when it comes to all around the board, OPS, average, on base, everything. Other than that, it was just counting stats, and he was still like hitting home runs and doing good, but the average was like in the dumpster. Like now, you've seen like the progression this whole season. He had the bad April. Obviously, that wasn't as many at bats. Average went down a little bit. OPS came up last month, 381 average, 1200 OPS. This month is just kind of ridiculous so far. Like we're only halfway through almost, but 450 average and 400 OPS. I don't think you can look and be like, oh yeah, this is now like, let's just sell high, or like this is the guy that we think is going to just completely fall off. You got to start putting him in that category of like, oh, this is a guy that like he could be it. He could be a guy, like whether it be a keeper league. Because last year we spoke about him. It's like he's going to fall off. Just trade him. Don't buy him this year. We didn't say that about Nick Kurtz, right? We were super comfortable with him because he produced. Look at the man now. So I'd like you guys to have at it. Eric, please go first. I want to hear what you have to say about PCA.
I can see the steam coming out of his ears.
5 words.
Uh-oh.
I do not like it. Okay.
Wait, one more note. Also, the underlying metrics look way different. Obviously, last season was a full season that we look at. You know, a lot of red, white, and blue in there. A lot of American flags have been a thing last year. Now is super Japan. It's super red. It's all red all over the place. So I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, here's why you're wrong. Besides, I do not like it. It is because PCA is sporting an inflated BABIP of 363.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, then if we're going to use
that high.
it's
Jaden, tell him.
It's very high.
It's okay.
Very, very high.
It's not like in the 400. You're just like, oh god, like
363 BABIP. Look, I understand he's got a set of wheels, but that's very high. And then I take a look at his WOBA and his ex-WOBA. His ex-WOBA is 32 points lower than his current WOBA. I'm going to expect regression out of PCA. We've seen him run hot and cold. His strikeout rate is actually higher this year than it was last year. Yes, the walk rate is up. I do not care. Too volatile of a profile. I don't think he can finish in the top 3. There you go. That's it. I digress.
Who would you try and move him for?
Who would I move PCA for? James Wood, Nick Kurtz.
Really?
All right. See now, look. Here's the thing. Look where you're shooting at now.
I know. Well,
like, that's my thing. It's like it's not even like we're talking about smart players. Like that's I'm assuming what you're speaking about. You're not like you could probably kick him from somebody because they don't understand how valuable he is. Anybody that's smart understands like he's that level is where you're trading for him now.
Who are the like bedrock hitters? Like who are like bedrock, like not streaky. Like it
Aren't they
seems like
all
a
hurt?
lot of but it seems like this season has been a
This
colossal
season weird.
disappointment
This
for
season weird.
like first round, second round.
Yes.
It's been bad. But also the PCA thing is like this is a month and a half of like of heat, right? This isn't like, oh, he had 2 weeks like Jack Leon. We were talking, hey, he's finally breaking out, and then obviously, we started talking about young players, and we expected from star players to have
I
up and down.
jinxed it.
Kurtz had a bad start of the season, and then like we don't know what.
He's he's been not producing for the past 2 weeks or so.
Like these guys have like their ups and downs. Like we'll see what this heat goes down to. Like, but this is some insane heat. Like he could just literally breaking out, putting it all together. Breaking out is tough because I know last year he had a good season, but like he could be putting together. And it's like this could be him. Will it be 295 batting average? Probably not. But I mean, the power and the speed there. Just saying.
Okay,
Just saying.
I'll give him one little bit of credit, and
There you
that's
go.
it. That's it. He's cut his swing percentage down by nearly 9 points, which is really good. He went from swinging at almost 60% of the pitches to now swinging at 50%, and most of that came from swinging in zone. So he's being a little bit more selective on the pitches that he does swing at that are strikes, and so that's pretty good indicator of a more disciplined hitter. Obviously, an increase from 4 to 6% in walk rate is also tremendous. But I will stand by the fact that he's going to be volatile. And we play in a lot of head-to-head categories leagues where that volatility is going to lose you some weeks. So if we're going to put him in the upper echelon of players, I want the guy who's going to be a little bit more consistent. Is he? Here's one for you. Is he better than Julio Rodriguez?
Okay, so let me say this. My other take was going to be I thought he would finish number one second half, but I don't think that's like a real hot take because every second half he gets crazy blister hot. Like, would I take J-Rod over him second half? Of course. I think just historically proven that he's going to go crazy. But J-Rod has some nasty first halves. So if you talk about like the full season right now, you can use the 6 weeks of PCA going crazy. Like we got to see what he does. Like obviously the second half. I'm hot taking, but
yeah, no, that's what this is.
We'll see. We'll see.
These are hot, boldest of bold takes. JD, any other thoughts here on PCA finishing top 3 in fantasy? That's nuts.
I don't know about top 3. I'd buy top 10.
Okay, I think
Would you given today, who would you rather roster for the rest of the season? Fernando Tatis or PCA?
Fernando Tatis. I can't pick PCA. I'm just not allowed to pick PCA.
But you said it's so
code. I'm programmed. I can't do it. It's like...
Look, look. If you right now the choice, this is all we're going off of Tatis just based off of history, right? We know he's going to be better. He's going to be okay. I'm picking PCA right now.
Yeah,
for the rest of the season. Like I'm picking PCA. Like
yes.
it's just what he's shown us.
Yes.
You have to do it.
I know. I won't be happy about it.
Who do you think? One last thing. Who do you think, like ADP next draft season, who's higher, PCA or Jordan Walker?
PCA.
Yeah, PCA.
The stolen base upside's higher.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, obviously, like we'll touch back on that probably close to the end of the season when we have like an end of the season show about where they land at. But I think even if his batting average drops down, anytime somebody, regardless if it's right or not, anybody starts seeing the 2 and whatever number next to the stolen bases, they get real things right at the draft board. Like, they can hit 250 if it's a 2 next to it and then a 2 on the homer side. They're gonna,
yeah, they get really excited.
Right. Really excited.
What, 20? 20?
Right, 20?
20?
Right.
20?
Right.
Get a little scratchy. Yes, I think PCA will be higher than Jordan Walker.
Is that right? We don't know. Jordan is,
I would say similar questions go for Jordan Walker that went for PCA last year.
Mm-hmm.
Can he maintain it? And PCA did not. Let's see if Jordan Walker can. When we
I mean, we'll see. With Jordan Walker, it's still, the paint's still drying, but I keep waiting for the drop off, or like, it's like, it's been kind of a slow week, and then like he'll like erupt with like a steal and like homer and 4 RBIs. It's just, all right, we're rolling. We're
he's been super consistent. He's been super consistent. Like, he hasn't had real months drop off.
It's not been like
it's not like a terrible drop off. Like how Sal Stewart had some. Boom, he went down, and like he said last year, he hasn't really done that. So, I don't know. That's been super, man. It's been pretty good with him, honestly.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, pretty Jordan Walker's splits by month here.
Nice.
284 in March, April with 9 homers. In May, he hit 296 with 6 homers. In June, a little bit of a down month there. 3 homers, but still hit 283. And then so far in July, which has only been 10 games, 4 homers, 353.
Yo, it feels like he should have a lot more homers based off of my alerts that I get from, we have him in our league. I just see alert every time I look up. It's like Jordan Walker. But once again, like, I'm just like, even outside of the homers, like, I'm just interested in the fact that that average and that OPS and that on base has been so steady. Like, you don't get that. Like you said about being consistent, we don't have a lot of players. If we look into it, I would assume a lot of players that we expect to have this don't have any consistency like this season.
I can only really think of like 4, maybe just 3. Like Shohei Ohtani, Jose Ramirez, and Bobby Witt.
Yeah,
those guys are like metronomes. I would say Aaron Judge, but he can slump.
Yeah.
And then, but then he's a beast. So then he like makes up for it. One week will give you like a month's worth of fantasy points. But like I can't, like, most players go through hot and cold stretches. I guess it's just like, what do they actually give you? Like, is it nothing, or are you at least getting like batting average and counting stats?
Right.
Yeah, you want some
without
sort of
power
production.
or speed. You want something in there.
Yeah, you want some sort of production when they are sort of in the cold spell. It's just to touch back on PCA real quick, because that's where the bold take was coming from. In March and April, Fangraphs won't let me select just the months so I can see just those 2 months. But in March and April, 241 batting average, 3 homers. In May, 4 homers, 233 batting average. And in June, 381, 11 homers. And so far in July, just 7 games, 3 homers, 458 batting average. And of course, the stolen bases have been pretty consistent, 6, 6, and 8, and 3.
Right.
So look at that batting average discrepancy between both.
But I'm just saying, like, we always talk about like off camera, just about how it's coming. At some point, something comes, right? If it's not 296 and 930 OPS, at some point, like you said, if it's 265, 270, which you can accept from somebody that's elite, like, even if it goes down to that and he hits that for the rest of the season, but still is hitting home runs and stolen bases, he's still going to be elite in this type of environment.
Yeah. All right. When we come back, that was Anthony's bold take. It will be my bold take. I'm not going last today. I get to go right in the middle, despite being the celebrity softball game. So stay tuned. It'll be my bold take when we come back. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Talking Fantasy Baseball podcast. That's Josh. That's Anthony. And I'm Erik. And this is my bold take. I don't go last today. Woo! Okay, so my boldest of bold takes for the second half. I've got 2. Do you want the pitching or the hitting one? And I know you had a pitching and a hitting one, and we really focused in on PCA, on the hitting. These are not going to be as in-depth. I can promise you that.
Oh.
Okay, go pitching first.
Pitching first. Okay, yeah. So because we did PCA and hitting, I'm going to go pitching. And I will say that Mason Miller will finish the season as the number 1 pitcher in fantasy.
Oh.
Currently, he's number 3.
No.
Who's the company?
Currently,
The Miz.
The Miz,
Oh,
Jacob
no.
Mizorowski is number
There's
1.
no
Hold
way.
on.
There's no way. Good.
Unless the Miz gets injured, I feel
It's
like
the only way. Good.
The man throws 105. I'm betting on the odds.
that dude is like
Just innings and Ks alone.
That guy's having a year.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but Dylan Cease isn't that far off in terms of strikeouts from Les Mis.
Like,
Cam Schlittler is number 2. Mason Miller number 3, and Dylan Cease number 4 currently. So Mason Miller, I'm saying, is going to finish as the number 1 pitcher in fantasy. Boldest of bold takes, a relief pitcher.
Let me. I don't know how I know they do their calculations. I don't think he should be allowed to be number 1 pitcher because how many innings he threw this year so far?
37 and 2/3.
37. How many did the Miz throw so far?
111.
yeah.
It gets to the point where it's just on ratios and obviously like K per 9 and stuff. I get it, but he should be excluded, but for the sake of it, I think because Miz is so dominant this year, we don't know what's going to happen. Like GD said, unless he gets injured, how is it even possible? Like he has to be by far and away right now the number 1 pitcher. It is possible, obviously, because he's number 3. I don't think we've ever seen a relief pitcher this high, this late.
I don't know. What about when Eric Gagne had like 80 saves? I don't know.
Oh, I wonder what the rankings was this late in the season. It's a good point.
Yeah. Mason Miller's just utterly dominant. He does have a higher whip than Jacob Mizorowski, which is wild.
Come on. And also, you guys more than me, because I don't play in the Staples Hold leagues. I'm assuming his rank is low. It's lower in that league, right?
I will
Staples
tell
holds?
you, in a saves plus holds league, all pitchers, as I sort here, Mason Miller is 8th.
Miz. I think the Miz got it. I think he got that one. Free the Miz, by the way. He's on a bad team in our league. But yeah.
That's never. Well, luckily, there's a cap on keeping in that league, so you just gotta wait. What? 3 more seasons?
3
more
seasons. 3.
He gets 3 more. He's only been kept once. Gets to be kept
But
3
yeah.
more times. He'll get hurt sometime in those 3. I'm sorry. It's just going to happen. He throws way too hard. Way too hard.
He's a tall guy, right?
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing about Les Mis. He doesn't skip leg day.
Oh.
Have you seen his side-by-side from last year to this year? First of all, he did tweak his mechanics to be able to throw harder, which is nuts because he was already throwing ridiculously hard. But his thighs are becoming Spencer Strider thighs.
He's 6'7".
Big boy.
Big boy.
Oh, maybe not. Does he have I wonder if he has a checkered health history. But
Unsure. I know he had control issues in the minor leagues, but
yeah, true.
He eliminated those real fast in the majors.
Oh, yeah.
Brewers, man.
Well, they have. Their
had
pitching development is so good.
He had an ankle. He had like an ankle injury last year. A tibia contusion, stomach illness, no major arm trouble.
Stomach illness.
Yeah.
Sell. Got a weak stomach. Get him out of here.
13.5 K per 9 for Les Mis.
No, I mean, as long as there's no like elbow, shoulder, blah blah blah. Like,
let's say like it's a good take based off of how the season's been going with Mason Miller. Like if something does happen to Les Mis, he literally could get it just based off of him not giving up runs and keep getting all these saves. But it's a cheat. It's a cheat if he gets number 1 pitcher at the end of the season. It's yeah.
Well, that's why I said it's a boldest of bold takes. Les Mis, I believe, is the number 1 player in fantasy right now. Here's my bold take when it comes to hitters.
oh,
Ready for this?
Yeah.
James Wood will finish the season as the number 1 hitter in fantasy.
ooh.
Now, You might be going, how's that bold? He's currently the number 2 player in fantasy. Well, James Wood had, if you don't remember, a horrendous second half last year. Absolutely horrendous, to the point where people were asking, should we drop James Wood? I hope he's answered the question that if you did that, you're dumb. Okay. James Wood is lighting it up this year, and I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes with 45 home runs or more.
Where's he at now? He's like
25.
25.
He is somehow more valuable than Yordan Alvarez. I think it comes down to stolen bases and runs scored, because Alvarez blows him out of the water with average and OPS. So, what do you guys think of my boldest of bold? Maybe it's not that bold. Maybe I got a shame on me because I'm going second. I wasn't able to be the boldest I could be, going last in my usual place, hitting third where normally your best hitter would hit. Just saying. So, I wonder.
How many home runs did you say?
I said
25.
45 or more.
Oh, wow. So you're going above the, because right now the boldest projections have him like about 40.
Going more.
The Bat X has him exactly 40 with 23 stolen bases and like hitting 275.
Maybe homers is the more bold take.
I don't know how I feel about it. Let me think. I'm like torn on it because I think you're right. Like it could be a thing.
I'm surprised about the batting average.
Yeah, but this is these
are projections, so they're generally pretty safe.
but this is the thing of they would project him to have a good second half last season. I think it's just a thing of like, because him and like PCA2 we're talking about, they're not finished. We don't see them as like finished. We don't know what is it just like you're just back second half player. Like this is like a prove it year, so it's a great time to have a bold prediction to see if like, because if he has another bad second half, you're gonna be like trade him by them.
I don't know though, because it's like he had the great last year. He had the great first half, bad second half, but now he's having a great. He's good again, and the book has already been out on him, so that means he's already adjusted. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's not like another player where it's like, oh, they had a bad second half and now they're still bad, but like we're holding on to that first half. It's like he's adjusted again. Clearly. Yeah. I'm not saying he could fall off, but he's already shown no matter what. I mean, like we don't really tax Julio Rodriguez, and he's consistently slow. We don't penalize Francisco Lindor, who's a very slow starter. And these are all considered like great first, second round players. So to me, I feel like James Wood has cemented himself as like a first, second round player. Like I don't like, unless he falls off a cliff, maybe literally. I just felt like he's proven, he's done what he can. Like I feel like he's answered the questions we may have had from the fall off of last season with the strong start.
I just don't think anybody has proven until they show you the full thing, right? Like, give me a season of this is the thing. And only reason I said that about them, because with these guys, I don't think that's all like about playing. Like, these guys are like young, right? So I'm thinking they're playing 162 games. You don't know if it's just a thing of like his mechanics could be gotten off last season because he was tired. He hit the wall. He's like, man,
probably.
And like, how's his conditioning? Maybe his conditioning was bad. Like, so I don't think it's just like he's not good. It's just like, and I don't think
that team was not contending.
Right.
So I don't know if it's like the culture around him. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It's like we're not really doing it. He's a young guy. What is he, like 23?
23, right? And when me and Erik drafted, I was like, man, let's not get James. So he's like, no, I think he's gonna be good. I was like, man, I don't know. And then he obviously, like you said, he's proven. I'm just saying, like,
I think he's proven.
You know how it feels.
Who he is. I think he's gonna get more power to, But
I think when it's on the back of the card, as Erik says, then it's proven. Like he hasn't had one full season of being. You're just the guy. Like, let's see. You got 2 more months to just keep doing what you're doing, and then everything will be fine. And next year it'll never be. He could have a whole bad season last season and somebody pick him again.
I mean, if he keeps doing what he's doing all season long, he's going to be like a top 5 pick.
For sure. For sure.
Oh, we're definitely going to have the changing of the guard here.
You
In the
know what I
top,
mean? Like,
the
if he
top
keeps
5, 6
doing this
picks.
all season, like, he's going to be
That's all I'm saying is like, if he does it all season, it's guaranteed. And then next season, if he's bad for 2 months, no one will say anything. They're like, just wait, just wait, and then he go from there. But yeah, that's a big boy too, 6'6". Ooh, wait, he's a big boy. He's a big boy.
They're all big guys. Isn't Jordan Walker a big guy?
6'5". Yeah, he's 6'5".
A lot of big guys in the
Yeah.
top here. Just to quickly put a bow on my bold, maybe not boldest of bold predictions here. How about this? Will Otto Lopez finish as a top 25 hitter? Currently, he is the 8th overall player, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th best hitter. Do you think he finishes as a top 25 overall player?
Kind of.
Ooh.
But I think he's going to be way overdrafted next season.
Yep, he is the Geraldo Perdomo of this year.
Yeah.
We'll have a Geraldo Perdomo
Yeah,
All-Stars.
we need to have our Perdomo end of season episode.
Yeah,
The Perdomos.
The Perdomos, the players, the awards to the players who had a great season who are going to be overdrafted next year.
Actually,
what did you say his ranking was? What did you say his ranking was now?
He's currently the 8th overall player, and he will. He's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th overall hitter.
Kind of think. Speaking of Perdomo, I kind of think he might be. If you're in a certain league, I think probably more redraft, but I kind of think he's a buy right
Perdomo?
now. Yeah, I mean he's been better of late, and actually the Snakes have a really great schedule rest of the way, so I kind of think he's a buy right now. If you need infield help.
Interesting.
I mean, he's not even rostered in our 10-teamer, so
yeah, he's not rostered in the league.
I feel like you could probably go out and get him for nothing. But yeah, I think I would actually target him if your shortstop is not good, or whatever.
Or you have Corey Seager.
Or you have Willie Adames.
Woof. Why don't you pick up? Oh, wait, you have Adames in the league. That
I had Connor Griffin.
Oh no!
My take last week aged like fine milk.
On that note, because that's hilarious, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it's going to be Josh's boldest of bold prediction. Maybe he'll be more bold than me since he's batting in the 3-hole today. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Talking Fantasy Baseball podcast. That's Anthony, that's Josh, and I'm Erik. And it's so nice to be able to point and know what direction you guys are in. Although I'm on the side, so how do I point all the way to Josh? All the way over there.
Hey, we can do like a
I could just have my hand go through the frames. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like I said, that's Josh. That's Anthony. I'm Erik, and this is Josh's boldest of bold takes for the second half. In between one of our breaks, you told us you have a break glass in case of emergency, in case one of our bold takes.
Yeah, I have.
We took it, but I don't think we did we?
No, but I think I'm gonna do this in 2 parts. I'm gonna do like a practical bold take,
sure,
and then I'm gonna do like the break. I'm gonna break the glass.
Sure.
Great.
All right. So, looking at a couple things, looking at rest of season schedule and also teams that are just like kind of going nowhere, I would sell most of the Cincinnati Reds. I would trade away Chase Burns because I believe he has innings restrictions. So I think the Reds are going to start getting funny with his innings. I also think he's slowing down a little bit. And they just have a really tough schedule as well. So I'm a little concerned that there's going to be some regression and growing pains with him. So I would actually look to sell him, and as maybe a trade, option, the Houston Astros have actually a really great schedule, very easy schedule. So I would look to maybe flip him for like a Hunter Brown, um, maybe something like that. And also, I think the hitters as well, I would look to trade. Maybe not Ellie De La Cruz, but um, maybe some of their other players. I know you're Blanche at this, but like maybe in redraft, I would look to sell Sal Stewart, who just had a really big game. I would
Mr.
look to trade
Mario,
him and see
my
if you
guy.
can get, maybe another player. Just sell high because I know he had like that 2 homer game and he's been picking up. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's really good, but just in like redraft, I would say look for rest of season schedules and teams that might be falling out of it, trading pieces away at the deadline. So yeah, that's sort of my hot take.
Sell the Reds.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's tough. I would be curious about their home and away splits as far as how many games they have at home versus how many on the road. Because Great American Small Park, man, it's like you can't discount the effects of that ballpark on their production. So maybe the Chase Burns take is the one
I was
that I
gonna
would
say
be
that.
like, yeah, maybe we should sell.
Yeah.
Because I know Josh, you and I roster him in our joint league. I think should we sell? Do we roster him? Wait,
Well,
or
I
do I
mean,
just roster him in the pitcherless staff league?
I mean, here's a sample of their upcoming schedule, but they have to face the Dodgers, the Brewers, the Mariners. So you know, that's quite a gauntlet, you know,
Yeah.
especially if they're on the road.
Right.
Hmm.
And they played with his innings last year, obviously, when he first came up.
Oh yeah,
Before,
the
like the Phantom
Phantom.
injury.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
hated
you're
Yeah.
right. Like they might try to play around with him again. That's a good point. That's good. And honestly, the South Shore thing. Listen, the South Shore thing is interesting because we kept talking about like, oh, like if you're not playing well, do you have anything to hold you up? Like Sal, if you look at Sal splits, March was 563, 1800 OPS, and that little bit of those little bit of at bats. Other than that, it's been like a nice stretch of 2 or 3 games at a time, right? Or like 4 games, maybe like a week. Maybe he give you like a week. But then for the month, as the splits are broken up, average 235, 240, 248, 219. OPS 793, 711, 759. Like it hasn't really been like, oh, for the whole month he's giving you a great thing. So that makes a good point on JD. Like if you can get rid of him, not get rid of him, but if you could trade him
No,
for something in a redraft.
I wouldn't just get rid of him, but if you
No,
can
I said not
sell
get
for
rid of
like
him, but you can trade for something in the redraft where you might be able to get something to plug a
yeah,
hole if you have it.
Yeah,
Depending though,
especially
because look, if you're playing him at second base, I mean, you might have to just
oh yeah,
stick with that
sure.
because second base is so disgusting that you might have to go with that. But
yeah. I like the triple eligibility of Stewart would probably make him pretty easy to sell in a redraft, first, second, and third base. Man, yeah, if you have to play him at second or third, yeah, it might be really tough for
yeah,
you to bring yourself to sell him because those positions are booty, as they like to say.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No, this is just like because I was
yeah,
thinking redraft because it's like I don't think he was probably drafted like outside the top 100 players, I would think. So it's
I think
like
so.
if you're set at second base for if you're set, he's just kind of like an extra piece. You might be able to flip him for something that
definitely.
need more of. I don't know, but
Yeah. I mean, I just can't see why you wouldn't be able to just based off of like the 11 stolen bases, 19 home run. Like somebody's going to will be willing to
oh
take
yeah,
that. Absolutely.
The stolen bases have all but disappeared though, which is
yeah,
really
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
He last stole a base in the middle of June. He had 1 steal in June. He hasn't run yet in July.
Did
And
did,
he only had 3 in May.
did they switch his place in the batting order?
No, he's basically been hitting third the entire time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's hitting second.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah. The last couple
Oh,
weeks he's
so
hitting second.
maybe they don't want him running or something.
Yeah, I mean, look,
Uh,
Terry Francona's the manager, right? I don't think he's a big runner manager.
God forbid you play baseball. But
All right, Josh, give us your Next, boldest of bold takes for the second half.
The most valuable pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers will be
Don't say it. Don't say that.
Rokie Sasaki.
No,
Oh!
nope.
I think he's gonna say Blake. I think he's gonna say
He will
Blake.
win.
Balake Snell.
Okay. I'm okay.
Wait, how
Go ahead.
would Mr. Garvey say Snell?
Oh
Would
my
he say
God.
like Snellel?
Snell up. Right. That's a good one. Snell.
Snellel? No way is it going to be Rokie
I
Sasaki.
don't know. I foresee
Go pick him up in all of
winning
our leagues, Josh. Go pick
in,
him up then right now.
and I already did. But I'm having enough issues with pitching, so it's a little bit of pitching hot potato for me.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know.
Look,
I could see a world where he wins NLCS MVP, or
Yeah, but that's like what he comes in and does a game or two, maybe they give it to him, but for the rest of the season, of the regular season, no way.
injuries.
Yeah, injuries for sure. If it's an injury
Injuries
thing,
happen.
no, actually no, not even with another.
If he puts it together, we've seen the upside.
It's
That's
just
all I'm
tough
saying.
because he has a Cy Young pitcher on the stat. It's tough to see it based off of that. Like if you look at it just at the surface, how many pitchers go past him for you get to? Oh, he's better than them.
I didn't say they were better, but
No,
more useful.
Yeah, I just don't know if he's going to be more useful. Like I mean, he ever since he had that, like we were texting about it, we had that 10 strikeout game. Like, man, this is why it's so great. Man, been getting smacked. And I like him, but he been getting just hammered since then. So I don't know. Like I would
Okay.
love to see him do great.
Let's break this down a little bit and see why this bold take actually might not be so crazy if you think about it.
Yeah.
Who's in the Dodgers rotation right now, Anthony? Right now. Forget Glasnow on the injured list. Forget Balake Snellel, Blake Snell on the injured list. Who currently is in the Dodgers rotation? Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei, Emmett, Sheehan, Yamamoto, Robesky, and then Lauer and Rokie go back and forth.
Okay, so just off the guys who are healthy, I can see him being better than Robleski, although Robleski's been very good.
He's been very good.
He's changed what he's
Yes,
done
he's been
to
very good,
increase
but
his strikeouts. Yes. Do
I
I
feel
believe
like
it's going to
he's a bit like the Wile E. Coyote when he runs out onto the cliff, but then like there's dust and then dust clears and there's no cliff.
Yes. Okay. So of those five, I think Robleski actually is going to fall off. Eric Lauer, please. Okay.
Sheehan.
Emmett Sheehan.
Yeah.
He should be better, but he hasn't been.
He hasn't been, right.
And then Yamamoto and Shohei. I mean, those guys have both got to get hurt, I think, for Sasaki to get a shot passing them.
That's my point. It's like
Dodgers, but it's the Dodgers.
That's
my
true.
point.
Dodgeritis exists.
Like to your point, like it got to be injury involved. It's not just like he's gonna play with them two, and it's like, yeah, he's gonna just overtake it. Like, but he has the skill. It's just not that skill, not yet.
What is he? He's like 22, right?
Yeah, he's young. Yeah, 22.
Really young, super high prospect in Japan.
No, he's 20.
No, he's 24.
24.
Never
Almost
mind.
25.
Old. Never mind.
Old.
25, man. Yo,
Get
that,
back in the glass box.
the time runs by because you're right. He was 22 and we got him.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know. I can see a world where he puts that together and nobody is buying, and look out.
I can see a world where he's not valuable at all for the rest of this season, but next year he'll actually be. How's this for a bold take? He'll be the third best pitcher on the Dodgers next year.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
because Glasnow will be hurt.
I'm pitching him as the most valuable. So yeah.
I mean, Glasnow will be hurt. Snell will be hurt again next season. So he'll be clock right there.
What about Blake Snell as the most valuable pitcher in the second half? After he comes back. He's going to be back sometime in August, I suppose.
Yeah.
How about Blake Snell as the most valuable Dodger from the point that he returns? No. Yeah.
I see it. I see it in the playoffs. He'll have like a good game, but to me, I just feel like we've like been down the Snell road so many times that at a certain point, it's just like I can't bet on that.
You can't. 104 innings in 2024, 61 last year. He's going to get hurt again, or we're
he's
playing.
gonna.
We're playing the game where he'll come in, he'll get stretched out, he'll do his thing, and then the playoffs try to bring him in. So he won't ever really get to prove anything until he gets to the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like there's also, and then like he comes back, and it's just like there's like a lot of like headache you have to go through. It's like, oh, he's bad, and then like suddenly he's good for a month, and then he gets injured, you know, and it's just like,
yeah.
I think it's really funny when Blake Snell pitches a full season, he wins a Cy Young.
That was it. That's all he had in him.
It's
and a handful of playoff games.
Yeah, like 2018 full season, won a Cy Young. 2023 full season, won a Cy Young. And I mean full season of like 180 innings. Both of those seasons.
Yeah.
Every other year, he's thrown 128 or fewer.
And I wouldn't like as a fantasy manager, I would just not want to mess with that.
I currently have him stashed in 2 leagues.
Oh, that's fine as a stash, but I would not want to acquire him.
No.
We need to stash him in our league.
Speaking of acquiring, we have some trades and some soft trades to talk about. All right. This segment was not on the rundown, but we're going to replace looking ahead to next week to talk about some of the things that we've experienced over the last week.
Sure.
And so stay tuned. We're going to talk about that when we come back. Welcome back to the Talking Fantasy Baseball podcast. I'm Erik. That's Anthony. And all the way over there is Josh. And this is going to be a segment about things that we've experienced over the last week. Some funny, some fun. But so here we go. Let's start off with this. I noticed that these two guys made a trade in free agency, unintentional as it may be. It's what Josh liked to call a soft trade. One of you dropped Dylan Dingler. That was Anthony, because remember, he had Cal Raleigh and wasn't sure what to do with both guys. I guess you couldn't find a trade partner through regular trading, so you had to trade through free agency. You dropped Dylan Dingler, and Josh, you picked him up. And Anthony, who did you pick up instead of Dylan Dingler? Who'd you replace him with?
Cole Carrig.
The first.
Oh, well, hold on. There's some backstory to this too.
Yeah, there's backstory.
There's backstory I don't know about? Oh, do tell.
The day before, and you were kind of making the rounds, I think, with I was like last call on Dingler, and I was just like,
I didn't get it. I didn't get one of those.
It'd be an upgrade to Carter Jensen, I think, in some respects, but I was like, I don't know if I really want to like make a trade for. I think I was being lazy, so I was like, I don't know. Moved on. And then I guess you didn't find a buyer, but then the next day I was like reading up on AJ Ewing, and I was like, oh, he seems really hot right now, and actually there's some really great stuff he's doing under the hood. But I assumed in our 10-teamer that he was taken. He was already rostered, but then I had checked the wire and I was like, oh no, he's not. I should pick him up. So I did. And then I think was that when you texted me or no, because I dropped Carrig. I had Cole Carrig, I dropped him, and then you immediately picked him up. And then I texted you.
Right. Then you picked him up and dropped off Carter Jensen.
And also we're facing each other this week. So I thought it was just kind of like a funny dance there. And then I think like we were texting each other, and then you dropped Dylan Dingler, right?
Right, and then you picked him up and then dropped Carter Jensen.
Yeah.
And we laughed because I just offered you Dingler.
Right,
so
right.
Here's the more backstory. So I wanted to pick up AJ Ewing, but that morning I got lost in the sauce and didn't do it because I was talking to someone about a trade, and the trade would have forced me to drop Dylan
Oh,
Dinger anyway. So I was like, okay, if I could trade him and get anything, I'll just take anything. You got Herrera, so I wasn't offering to you, and I was like, all right. And then so I was like, all right, thinking, all right, should I drop Dylan Dinger today for AJ Ewing?
uh,
And then you picked him up, and I was like, jeez. So it kind of unraveled, a soft trade unraveled unknowingly, and then the trade talk fell through. So yeah, that's what happened.
Can I just say I'm a little upset that I was left out of this? Okay, I thought we were the three amigos, the three musketeers,
Yeah,
the Rocky Colton Tum Tum.
You're winning 12 zip. You're winning 12 zip this week on again, and you're like blistering back up the standings.
But you're beating me currently 11-1. So
Listen, it's close. It's super close.
Soon I'll be on the outside looking in.
Do you realize that neither of us had a home run until Wednesday? It's
my
nasty. Neither of us had a home run until Wednesday, so it's super close. Everything is like
every hitter on my team has like all-star itis. They're just like, oh
Crazy.
yeah, we're gonna go take a little vacation.
Right.
Hold on. Yeah, wait. Okay. So, yeah, Josh's entire lineup is taking a vacation. Your team is hitting 133 going into today, Friday, July 10th, when we're recording this.
Terrible.
Ew. Your
Well, there's nothing to
OPS
do.
is 402.
My answer is AJ Ewing and an injured Dylan Dingler. Those are my saviors. Oh, and fresh off the injured list, Langford.
Oh, yeah. Wyatt. Oh,
He went
please
0 for
stay on the
4.
field, Wyatt.
That's all you got to do.
Okay, so, Josh, you also then got a trade offer yesterday.
Yeah.
For Nick Kurtz in a keeper league where he has 3 years of keeper eligibility
at
left
the
back of the draft. Tell us about this offer, and sorry if my text back to you about it sounded like, why are you even thinking about this? I was driving, so I did text with my voice.
Are you like screaming into the phone?
I screamed into the ether in the car. So
don't sell.
I'm like, what? You can't be considering this. Do tell us about the offer.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys are like, I'm having like weird like Yahoo alert issues. I don't know if it's because I'm in like multiple like leagues, but like sometimes I don't get like alerts for home runs or this or that. But I didn't get an alert for like a trade. So I feel like I'm like the guy, like the manager we're always like screaming about that like doesn't like look at trade options.
Yeah.
But I was just going through my roster and I saw I had an alert, it's like, oh, trade. And I was like, oh, who did Anthony scoop now? But I opened it up and it was like for me, and I was like, oh, okay, what do we got? And then, so yeah, this manager offered me Matt Olson, Riley Green, and Latz.
Yep, Latz.
The reliever for Nick Kurtz.
Ew.
And I immediately was just like, this is nothing. I screenshotted it and sent it to you guys in our group text.
No.
I was like, no, there's no way. Like, there's no world where I would accept this. Like, sure, you can say like, oh, win now, I guess, because my team's contending. But it's like, even in that scenario, it's like, Nick Kurtz is the best player in that deal.
Right.
By far.
And add the keeper values.
There are no picks. And I couldn't keep any of these guys. So it's like, this is like just no doubt.
Over 30.
2 of them over 30. So it's just like, even in the win now scenario where it's like, oh, I could bolster my team with more, with
depth,
quantity, depth. It's just like, no, I don't need an outfielder. I need an RP, but like I'm not trading Nick Kurtz for that. And Nick Kurtz is, I think, a better first baseman than Matt Olson. So it was just like, no way.
No, yeah, that was in a redraft league. To me, that's actually a no-brainer deal. You take that deal, right? Because you're getting Matt Olson, who's top, 3-4 at the position, to replace the same position you're giving up. You're getting Riley Green, who's a top, 20, 25 outfielder, depending on what type of format you play in. and you're getting a guy who's a closer. So if you need that, you're at least acquiring to be more competitive, a player at a very specific stat category. And he's been very good with ratios too. So he's just been really good. And Texas is actually somehow decent despite their numerous
he's been
injuries.
good.
Yeah. So it's a no-brainer in a redraft. But when you factor in, like Anthony said, the keeper value of Nick Kurtz here and the term at which you can keep Nick Kurtz, which is 3 more seasons after this one, at the back of the draft. So you're getting a first-round talent in the 21st round next year. You can't make that deal. You just can't. And it's not like trading Kurtz and getting those 3 would put you over the top. It's so lateral for you because your outfield is ridiculous. It's not like you need to slot Riley Green in at utility. And yes, you need a closer, but you're not going to give up Nick Kurtz and downgrade for a closer. So
yeah, in a way, it'd be like trading Nick Kurtz for Latz, and that's just like nuts.
No, yeah, that's a no. You could flip him. You could flip him like a 12th round pick for Latz, and I'm sure you could get him, right? Like I don't even know if you want to do that, but it's if you need.
I'm not feeling so hot on this team. I know I'm like in second place. I feel like it's fallen like a stone.
I think you'll be fine. It's your pitching, right?
Your team is. We have this conversation.
I do this every 2 months. I'm like, I'm gonna sell, guys.
And then, guys, just remember a couple episodes ago, he was like, "I'm in first," right? Like you just talked about selling the week before, and then afterwards he was in first. Yeah, when your team gets hot, it gets insane.
Yeah, I would say maybe both of you guys set your lineups. That way, I don't show any bias there. In that particular league, set your lineups. Okay, so I also got a trade offer from the same manager for the same player. He's trying to peddle Matt Olson. Fine. But he asked me for Ellie or James Wood or Jordan Walker.
Can we take a time out for a minute? We got time out.
Yeah.
I need to give you guys backstory.
It kind of gets worse from there, but yeah.
All right. I started this.
Oh.
And I hate that this happened. I just simply, I just want to talk to you for a minute. I just want to just a conversation. And the conversation went from, hey, how are you feeling about this? To like, nah, man, I'm competing. Cool. To, yeah, I am ready to trade. Let's go. And then we engaged in conversation, but now he's shopping it all to everybody else. So apologies in advance, but if he would have asked, I would have told him just unbiasedly, you're not. Erik and Josh are not the ones you asked. Nick Kurtz and Ellie De La Cruz for. Insane. Go to everybody else.
James Wood or Jordan Walker.
James Wood. Yeah. It's a bunch of other people you ask the people for. Maybe they'll go for it. Not gonna happen. But because he also asked me in the conversations, hey, would you trade Judge for Riley Green and Matt Olson? No. Because also I tell you can't use him because he's not a keeper and he's hurt. So it's not really gonna help you. And then we got into the rise, and but sorry, but go ahead.
Okay, so that was a really weird counter ask for him. Did he forget what the keeper rules are here?
I doubt.
Yeah, he's aiming a little high for Matt Olson. This isn't Matt Olson coming off a 50 home run season, although he's on decent enough pace this year. But he's been good. He's not of the ilk of Ellie and James and Jordan. Like, please. Okay?
There's no way.
It got worse, guys.
Uh-oh.
How can it possibly get worse when you're asking for first of all, a first round pick, or a guy who's currently the best hitter in fantasy, or a guy who's currently like the third best hitter in fantasy? How could it possibly get worse? He asked me, how about if I gave you Glasnow or Hunter Brown also with Matt Olson?
See, what he doesn't understand is like the place he's asking for is just out of this world.
Yes,
it's
But Tyler Glasnow's been out
He's
for
hurt.
months with a back injury that everyone thought was initially just going to be like a day.
Maybe you didn't like read the fine print of your because this is the same manager as the Sal Stewart
It
for
is.
BO. So
Yeah.
maybe there's like fine
What is
print
it?
where it's like
Oh.
where you actually owe him
Also,
more.
Glasnow has no timeline either. Like the Dodgers are
Right.
like, oh, we don't really know.
Well, they don't really like why bring him back when they're doing just fine, you know?
Yeah, I mean, bring
They're
him back in
just gonna
September and let him get ready for the playoffs. That's basically it.
I'll tell you this. I will never even I reached out and I told you this on the show. I reached out about Glasnow because I
Yeah.
felt a little desperate, and that was right when he got hurt.
Yep.
He's been out since then. That was
Yeah.
May. Okay.
Yep.
I will never, after this season, ever again consider Tyler Glasnow for a rostership in any sort of way. Draft, free agent pickup,
Yeah.
trade, never. And Blake Snell, I will never again consider draft, trade, or free agent pickup any sort of rostership acquisition of Blake Snell.
Oh, we should
It's just not worth it.
in addition to our Perdomo of the Perdomos, we should do a do not draft, like our do not draft uh episode.
Yeah.
That who you never draft again, right?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we should like a lot of the times, like I feel like a lot of places do the do not drafts at the start of the season. I feel like we should do it at the end of the season.
When it's
And
fresh.
then you bring it back into the conversation at the start of the season.
Yeah. I like that. Stay tuned later in the season for that episode coming along
Perdomos.
with the Perdomos. I can't wait. That's such a good name for awards. The Perdomos. All right, guys. So those were our boldest of bold takes, our happenings over the week. And did you have any other trades come your way or anything? Because Josh obviously had that one. I had that one. Did you have anything come your way?
No, I was initiating conversation.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa,
Oh
whoa.
no, there's more I don't know. Nobody ever
no.
wants to trade with me.
No. I feel like we passed over a very savory tidbit where Ant, you were saying when you dropped Dingler, you were in the middle of a discussion with somebody about a trade.
Yeah, I was talking to him. I was speaking to him actively about a trade, and then he came back with the other stuff, and I was like,
what was the proposed?
the initial trade was Dingler and a pick for Hunter Brown, and he said, "Well, I want Judge," and then we got to the Judge, and we got to the and it was like we're kind of far apart. If you don't want Dingler, I'm cool with that because catcher gets like weird. He's like, well, I have Till, and I'm cool on Till. So then it was like
he is not contending. Take the picks.
I was like,
why
what
do you Judge?
I was like, what else do you want?
He's
What else do you
useless.
want? He was like a pick, and then as he got quiet,
Oh my god!
you said you were texting. I was like, all right, now he's shopping. Go and shop. Like it's not because this. You know this when you send a deal.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, if it happens, it happens. This I don't care. Like it's not like I'm pressing on it. This is not when I'm like, let's get it. It's like, all right, cool. Like whatever you want to do. I'm not really. And honestly, even for Riley Green, I brought up Riley Green, not like officially in the deal, but it's like Riley Green. I'm not really. I think he's gonna have some regression second half, but he's also solid.
He's very hot and cold.
Yeah, so I'm like, so I'm like, well, whatever.
He's real as far as I know.
So also I just needed that. I need that flexibility, having something out now.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just,
really weird.
Especially in a shallow league, you just have to drop a player. Like it just it happens, right? It is what it is. You have Cal Raleigh there. He looks like he's swinging the bat better, right?
There's something going on, right?
Something's happening. It's not. I don't think it's happening for Austin Riley, guys. The guy goes.
Did you drop him yet?
No, I need to. It's the All-Star break. That was the deadline. Josh, you're in that league. Do you think I should? Last question before we wrap things up. Do you think I should be dropping Austin Riley?
Let's see. I need.
Dan, you're familiar with that roster. Raleigh, Olsen, Otto Lopez, Sal Stewart,
Right.
Bichette, Tucker,
Can I
Langford,
say
Bowers.
without really being in the league and thinking about it too much, I remember when you first brought this up, and I was dead set against dropping. I'm like, you got to give him some time. But it's kind of like, and this happened like a month ago. I've seen on CBS guys were talking about it too. It's like sometimes like it feels like the age just gets to you early, and it might not, like you might just be slowing down. It might just not be it. And I feel like that about Brent Rooker. Obviously, I have him as like, man, yeah, the knee is the knee. Like maybe you're just like bringing down Austin, and you talked me into keeping Austin last year because I was like, man, I don't know about him. And you're like, nah, keep him. I think it might be time. Like, bro had his 3-year run, and now I think it might be over. Honestly, like,
Yeah.
and even if it's not over, it won't be greatness. It won't be what he was when he hit.
Right.
Was that 40-something, 41?
I guess my question to you is, I guess taking the All-Star break as sort of like the midpoint, and just like doing analysis of your roster. It's like, can you afford to hold on to him? What is the corresponding move? Because in a way, it's like, I just don't know like what you'd be picking up.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good
And
one.
it's like, in some ways, I feel like you could probably buy yourself until Acuna gets healthy. Because in a way, I feel better about like it's like, okay, well, I'm dropping Riley to free up Acuna. And like that theoretically is going to give you like a really big boost. And it's like, well, that sort of makes sense. Whereas it's like, well, you could pick up it's like you just picked up Chase DeLauder. It's like, well, I don't know. Like, is DeLauder, like, he's hot? He's been hot, but like we've also seen him go really cold, and it's like we don't really know like what his power ceiling is. He's not going to steal bases.
But then this kind of goes against what you were saying earlier in the year, which I like the philosophy you were talking about, like not holding on too long, like getting something else. You know what I mean? Because it's like, and I understand what you're saying because my initial reaction is like, yeah, you're right. Like let's hold a little bit if we can, even though it's getting nasty. But it's like it has to be something that you use that's hot. That's where you at in that league right now? Where you at?
I'm currently in 7th place. I was down in 11th not too long ago. I'm currently in 7th place.
Destroyed me.
I did have a good week last week. I was 30 games under 500 at one point. I'm now 8 games under 500. I'm still 30 games back of first, but I'm only 2 games out of the 6th seed somehow.
Okay.
That being said, I am currently losing this week 5-6.
Is he on your bench right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's been on your bench.
Yeah.
I think you benched a homer.
I did bench a homer, and then of course I started him, and he went 0 for 8.
Well, I think like just being completely candid here, it's like you were saying like, oh, I'm going to drop him. Like you just like the aspect of you dropping him. Like in my head, I'm like, oh, should I pick him up? Because of the name value.
Yeah, and that's why I won't just outright drop him because of that name value.
But then it's like, well, I'm not going to play him over Miguel Vargas,
Right.
and it's like, and then I'm like, well, do I offer you Miguel Vargas for Austin Riley?
Deal.
And then, well, that's what I mean. But then it's like, oh, but then to Anthony, what you brought up, it's like, well, am I just like too attached to a name value and something that's actually not true, and something that actually won't benefit me potentially? So I think it's like these are like really big things to take into consideration, and frankly, yeah, like you have Sal Stewart as your third baseman, so it's like, why are you hanging on to Austin Riley? I dropped Gino Suarez.
Yeah.
Right. The question is, I think the question is, JD, about that
worthless.
Is what names, you have names that are tiers that are always kept, right? Like your first, second round players.
Yeah, sure.
But there are tiers, you're right, where regardless of whatever happens, we have to start looking at it like, what really is your value, regardless of your name? Like, because it's like, what are you doing right now? Like, sure, you might come back up for the second half of the season, but say if you drop Austin Riley and in August he goes berserk, right? And somebody has him for that one. Then he back cold in September. Like, does it really hurt you that much? Like, you've
No.
already wasted 4
Yeah.
months of this. So I think that's a good. Like, and there's a lot of players that probably fall into the category that we don't think about. We just kind of deal with it, deal with it, deal with it. And it's like, man, like I should have picked up somebody
Also,
else. You know?
and that's a good point. And like as the keeper angle in this, because it's keeper league, it's like, well, are you planning on keeping him next season?
I don't see how I could.
You can't.
So then I say, yeah, he's droppable.
Right.
If you are planning to contend this season, you probably need to cut him at some point.
Yeah.
Right. I'm what?
I was gonna say, but the wild part is even if he becomes kind of himself for the rest of the season, I'm not talking about peak Austin Riley. I'm talking about even if he just becomes who he was last year or the year before. I'm looking at second, third, and short on my roster, which is Otto Lopez, Sal Stewart, and Bo Bichette. Those guys are all interchangeable, and Austin Riley because he can go to third base. So, like, what if Otto Lopez tanks? Well, Sal Stewart's got to go to second base. Who goes to third base? Who goes to shortstop? So what if Bo Bichette goes back to being who he was in April?
Right.
Right.
So, but to your point, it's like, look at what he's been doing this season. It's almost unplayable.
It is unplayable. It's unplayable.
Yeah, it's like you said, if he went to last season, it still was nasty. Don't get me wrong. He had some nasty stretches last season, but under 500 OPS and everything else this year has been so bad, you can't even afford to put that in.
No, you can't.
I mean, so it's like, is it really worth it?
Right.
It's and do you bank on him coming? Like, what is this? Because this is the peak Austin Riley thing is over. Obviously, we've seen 2 seasons now of him, 250, under 20 home runs. I know he was hurt. He didn't play he didn't play over 120 games. He played maybe. I can't remember the games he played. 110 and 102 the last 2 seasons. He's already 92 games this season. It's like, man, like what is he right now? Like, that strikeout percentage now was 28 last year. It's 29 this year. We were okay with him at 25. Jixie was hitting 39 home runs, but I don't know, man. I think it might be time to ship that boy off to camp.
When we do our next episode, maybe we'll have a resolution here. Maybe we won't. We'll see. Because part of me is just like, I can't bring myself to cut him, but I might just have to, especially like you said, Josh, especially if Acuna comes back. We're going to wrap it up right there. Bit of a longer episode this week compared to last week. And thank you for being generous to us with our short episode. We had a lot of things going on with the holiday weekend, but we're back with a longer episode this week, and we hope you enjoyed it. So, like I said, we're going to wrap it up right there. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. We'll have to figure out what to talk about because there's maybe going to be 1 or 2 games, not days of games that happen next
Maybe
week.
we can talk about our fondest memories of celebrity softball games.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. I can't remember a single one of them.
Short combo.
To make sure you don't miss next week's episode or any episode for that matter, please subscribe. We're available wherever you get your podcasts. All right, so for Josh all the way over there and Anthony right next to me, I'm Erik saying, see you next time.